Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I'm the Gray Strega, and we are doing the daily collective read for today, Thursday, January 26, 2023. What do we have coming through in the cards today? Can I please get the first 5 cards? I like the cards I'm seeing. All right, I got 3 here. Can I please get 2 more cards? Thank you so much. We've got 2 hidden. All right, why don't we get started? Well, the first card that we are starting today off on is the Lovers. And we love this energy because what we really see here is this is a movement into higher spiritual partnerships, higher spiritual unions. And what is really important here is the fact that with these unions and partnerships, they're not just ones that focus particularly on the self, but they are ones that bring you into a higher connection to spirit. One of the things I like to point out is this is not 2 people looking at each other, but masculine's looking at feminine and feminine is looking skywards. And it is a beautiful allegory on how the relationships that truly support us are not the ones that make us completely concentrate on them, but allow us this moment of uplift, allow this moment of raising the vibration, raising the ascension. This does not necessarily need to relate to romantic relationships, but any relationship that truly kind of is the meeting of minds or the meeting of hearts to create something greater from the 2. We're also seeing here, this is feeling a lot like new energy, as is being indicated by the 7 of Swords in its reversal, because this is showing us that there is a feeling right now of not wanting to return to bad situations or experiences from the past. So a letting go of pain, a letting go of trauma. So this could be some situations from the past, but if they are, it is an acceptance point of not carrying the pain of the past into the future. But for many, this is also going to feel like allowing this new energy in as you're rejecting some of those pains or those hurts from the past experiences. And more than anything, we also see that this is a moment that you're really coming out of your shell, that you're really healing from some past wounds or some past injuries, as is being indicated by the 9 of Wands in its reversal. So what this really says is that you may be having been going through a period of isolation as you've been tending your wounds or nursing kind of some hurts that have been occurred to you. But this is really the moment that you're allowing yourself to kind of come out of these experiences, particularly with this 7 of Swords beside this card, because what we're really seeing here is a letting go or a shedding of those situations and circumstances that have caused you pain. And it is this release process that is allowing you this moment to really feel like you're fully embodying yourself and coming back into your experiences, even like through a healing process, certainly, but still coming through. The other thing we're seeing right now is while we do see that there is a moment where your healing is reaching a completion point, you're ready to kind of move back out into the world. This is a time that is feeling very vulnerable for you, as is indicated by the Strength card in its reversal. So this is a playtime or period where you're going to want to be a little delicate with yourself or careful with yourself, understanding that you are going through a process right now, and that also understanding that something about this vulnerability is tapping into a deeper sense of strength for you, even as you move through this point. The final card for our 5-card spread today is, I love to see it, we've got the Chariot in its upright. So even through this point of vulnerability, we see that progress is being made, that whatever you're moving in the direction towards right now, particularly as it relates to partnerships, these are the places that you truly feel are going to move you in the direction that you are deeply hoping to move into. These are the places that you see the energy, you see the ability to push forward, and that is what you are moving into. All right, we are going to get some clarity right now between these cards, which I really like. Getting clarity right now between this Lover's energy. So these new partnerships or these new opportunities, this feeling of deeper connections opening up around you right now, and a choice not to return to situations or circumstances from the past that may have caused you pain. May I please get 1 card to clarify? We've got 2 cards here right now. It's interesting because what we're really seeing here is, I feel that even with this Lover's card and the 7 of Swords in its reversal, this choice that you've made not to go back to circumstances and situations that have caused you pain is actually due to the fact that you have been doing some assessment as it relates to those circumstances. And you're coming up to the conclusion that whatever those situations or circumstances are, they just cause a lot of unnecessary chaos in your life right now. And it's accepting and acknowledging this chaotic energy, and every time that you try to return to them, that is creating this moment that you are making the conscious choice not to return to them, and instead focusing on these deeper unions and partnerships that are going to get you into better spiritual alignment. Continuing to get clarity between these cards right now, getting clarity between the Seven of Swords in its reversal and the Nine of Wands in its reversal. So not letting yourself return to bad experiences or situations in the past that have only caused you harm, and letting this moment be the moment that you start to come out of your shell. You start to leave some of that anxiety behind as you move into the world again at large. Can I please get one card to clarify? We have King of Pentacles in its reversal. So this is really saying this is going to feel a little different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. Thank you so much for the gifts. Now, if you are a feminine energy, this could be a moment that you are not returning to past experiences that felt hurtful or harmful to you, as you're reaching a completion point in your own healing process that may have had you kind of sheltered in to a certain extent as you were trying to heal from this. And a lot of this is centered toward the masculine energy that was not feeling particularly stable. And it was this instability that you are acknowledging and understanding why you are not making the choice to go back to these places because of the pain that they've caused you. Now, if you are a masculine energy, this could be a moment right now where you are looking at past circumstances and situations and you're choosing not to go back because they are causing pain. You're looking for ways to kind of branch out, to get back out like into the open as you try to heal from wounds. But this is going to feel very difficult for you right now because you are in a place of feeling this instability in your own life, in your own circumstances. So this is going to feel like a bit more of a challenge today as you go forward from this point. Continuing to get clarity right now, getting clarity between this Nine of Wands and its reversal. So coming out of a period of isolation, really pushing yourself through, for almost like it's going to feel a little tricky because it almost feels like you're forcing yourself to kind of be more social, to be more open, even though you are still nursing some wounds. And this being in a place where you are feeling very vulnerable as you go forward from this point in this capacity. Can I please get one card to clarify? Oop, there we go. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming up, which makes a lot of sense. So this is what we're really seeing here. Even though you're kind of feeling like you have to fake it until you make it situation right now, with this need to push yourself forward, to push yourself into places when you're not necessarily feeling inclined to do so, and you're feeling very vulnerable as a result, you're doing it because you feel like you are trying to follow your life path. That there's something about this experience right now that you're trying to acknowledge is making you kind of have to kind of put your mind over matter right now, forcing you into this place of discomfort, forcing you to kind of push yourself into these places you need to go, even while feeling very vulnerable, knowing that this is aligned to your path, getting the signs that this is the direction that you should follow, and kind of really allowing fate to take the wheel in this moment when you are not necessarily feeling up to your top energy as it relates to how to go forward from this point. Continuing to get clarity right now between these points, getting clarity between strength in its reversal. So feeling this moment of vulnerability right now, and not necessarily absolute confidence, but even so, finding a deeper sense of confidence in that point of vulnerability and allowing that to really continue to drive you forward into the direction that you want to go as you focus on your manifestations. Can I please get one card to clarify? All right, we've got two cards coming up. We've got more issues right now as it relates to, this is also showing some of this, the vulnerability point. And again, this is going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, bearing in mind that this is not based on gender, but what you feel most aligned to. Specifically, we are seeing here that there is a moment where if you are a masculine energy right now, you are feeling very vulnerable, but you're trying to drive forward into the direction that you are hoping. But it is also very difficult because you are feeling at a place where it is very hard to communicate what it is that you are trying to do. And you're feeling to a certain extent that your plans or your strategy or whatever you had planned is not going according to plan. And this is kind of leading you to a place where you are uncertain about how to communicate or how to make that plan. But you're still using this opportunity to drive forward in some capacity, which is very intriguing, because while you are not able to really articulate where you're going, you are just kind of moving forward in any direction you can right now, due to the fact that there are some areas right now that you're feeling incapable of communicating, and you're trying to free yourself of those circumstances or situations because there is a sense of feeling trapped or encumbered by them. Now, if you're a feminine right now, this is a moment where you are feeling very vulnerable and you're trying to move forward from a manifestation of masculine that could be either non-communicative or manipulative in its communication. And this is the thing that you are trying to free yourself from as you break forward from this Chariot energy. Thank you so much for the gifts. Continuing to get clarity from these points right now. Getting clarities right now for this Five of Swords. So looking at some situations from the past and just really accepting and understanding that whatever they are, you're not necessarily ready to go back and have conflicts with them because they cause simply too much confusion and chaos in your life. And for masculine, having a point of feeling rather unstable as you recognize this, whereas for feminine, this could be directed towards an energy of masculine that you feel is unstable, and kind of that instability spreads out across your whole life, having this energy in your spectrum. Can I please get one card to clarify? Oh. Well, this is interesting because this actually spun around a few times, but I'm going to take it the way that I found it on the ground, which was the Sun in its reversal, which is saying to me, this is something that's causing a bit of sadness for everyone as it relates to this circumstance or scenario, that there is something here about these, even while there is this recognition of these points from the past that are causing this chaos and this feeling of instability around masculine, either being embodied by the masculine energy if you align to masculine, or feeling that there is a masculine that is causing some kind of instability in your life right now. There is just this moment of sadness as you kind of allow yourself to embrace this experience, or allow you to embody this point of instability that you are either experiencing or feeling. Continuing to get clarity, but I will point out that it is good to see the Sun in its reversal because it gives the opportunity to fix that. Oh, thank you so much for the gift. I love that one. Continuing to get clarity right now between the King of Pentacles in its reversal. So feeling right now this energy of masculine either being embodied by the masculine force right now, or feminine experiencing a masculine energy that is feeling unstable right now. But also taking this moment to really assess this instability, because there is something very much aligned to this instability and feeling like it's a part of your life path. So for masculine, what this could really be feeling right now about is this is almost coming up through as like an existential crisis, if you will. So the masculine energies that are aligning to this are kind of having an existential crisis as they look at this instability point in their life and they're trying to figure out a way forward from here. Whereas for feminine, this is looking potentially around a masculine energy that is unstable and really kind of assessing what their position is as it relates to the grand order of your path and your life. Can I please get one card to clarify? Oh, almost came out. Whoop. This is a point of determination. This is a point of making decisions as it relates to this, as is indicated by the Judgment card. So again, for masculine energy, this is really coming through as like strong existential crisis kind of feeling and making some very big decisions as you find yourself in this point. Whereas for feminine right now, this could be feeling like you are making a determination around an unstable masculine energy in your life right now, based on what you think is best for your personal plan and your personal path. Continuing to get clarity between these points right now, getting clarity between this Wheel of Fortune. So this feeling of something that is very much, there's some very critical things that are happening right now for both masculine and feminine energy as it relates to their life path. Taking this moment to really trust fall into your destiny. And for masculine, here's that existential crisis still coming out to a certain extent, because there is something here where there is a blockage for masculine energy, feeling like they can't communicate or they cannot get their projects or plans or their passions off the ground, but trying to use this opportunity to free themselves up to create this better sense of liberation. Whereas for feminine right now, this could be an experience of feeling that there is a representation of masculine in your life right now that is causing either a lack of communication or a manipulative form of communication, and it is this energy that you're trying to free yourself from, so for the sake of your own life path. Can I please get one card to clarify? Oh, there it is. We have your Knight of Cups. We have Knight of Cups energy coming through even in the middle of this. So this is really interesting, because this is really talking about these new opportunities that are coming through. Because for masculine energy right now, even though there is this limitation and block right now as it relates to being able to move forward from a place of your passions or your projects or your communication and trying to free yourself, there's also new energy coming in right now as it relates to offers and opportunities. And what we're really seeing here is masculine might be very much more willing to be accommodating to these energies right now, given the sense that they are feeling so blocked and limited in this one area of their life. For feminine right now, this could be feeling right now that there is a masculine energy that was not necessarily either in its communication skills or potentially feeling manipulative in its communication that you're trying to free yourself from. And it is being made easier right now due to the fact that there are energies around you who are offering you more promising possibilities as it relates to what is for you in the future. Continuing to get clarity between these points, getting clarity now as we drill down to get to our final cards. Clarity right now between this feeling of sadness, feeling really using this opportunity today to embody these feelings that you're feeling as it relates to how you feel about this happening. Because I do feel like this isn't necessarily something that is particularly a joyful experience as you endure it, because you are making some very hard decisions, but very important decisions for yourself at this point. Can I please get one card to clarify? Oop. Hold on, we've got two cards and they're both on the floor and only one of them is upright, so give me a minute. Okay, even through this, I want to say this is the light at the end of the tunnel, because what we really see coming through here right now is we've got Ace of Wands coming up, which says to me that this is new passions, new projects, new opportunities, new communication, but along with the Empress in its reversal. So this is going to feel, this is where we're starting to see a little bit of the difficulty between the feminine as it relates to this energy now, because while we see a lot of this masculine energy right now in its deficit, what we're really seeing here is for masculine energy, this is a moment where they are trying to move forward or drive forward with new creative opportunities, with new passions, or even potentially putting their passion in new places, because they feel like the object of their desire is not necessarily being open or receptive to them. Now, for feminine energy right now, this could be feeling like there are a lot of opportunities that are coming towards you right now as it relates to passion and creativity, maybe even new love offers. But it is problematic because you yourself are not in a place where you are feeling particularly passionate or eager to embrace these energies. So this is where we're starting to see that bit of difficulty that is occurring for the feminine here, because while while there's like opportunities all around for the feminine to embrace their passion, we are seeing that the feminine energy is kind of in this moment of dispassion as they are dealing with these big decisions that have them in this sad mood, or this sadder state. For masculine energy right now, we see that there is a sadder state that is occurring right now, and they're making the determination to try to move forward in some capacity because they're not in communication or connection with the object of their desire. Continuing to get clarity right now between the Judgment card and the Knight of Cups. So making some big decisions right now, but also allowing these new offers and opportunities and emotional gestures forward, even in the midst of you making these big decisions, or making these big decisions in the wake of these offers that are coming towards you right now. Can I please get one card to clarify? We have Four of Pentacles. So even, and this is a bit of the block that we're seeing. This is a bit of a block, because while we are seeing that there is these decisions or determinations that are happening right now, these choices that are being made, critical choices, due to the fact that there are new opportunities and energies all around, we also see that there is also a deep level of withholding that's happening, that no one is freely giving at this point, even in the face of these offers that are coming forward, but really holding things as tightly to their chest as they can as you go through this, because you why? Because we see here that there is this energy of caution, if you will, as it relates to whatever these circumstances or scenarios are. Okay, we are going to drill down now to the last two cards that we are experiencing right now, which is the Empress in its reversal. So this feeling right now of dispassionateness around feminine energy, even in the wake of the new projects and creative opportunities and passions coming through. And for masculine, trying to potentially put this energy towards a feminine that is not necessarily seeming like they are moving in a place where they're feeling particularly passionate right now. And this creating everyone kind of withholding or feeling like they cannot necessarily share the things that they want to share with one another. Can I please get one card to clarify? We've got two cards finishing up the deck today. Choices being made and truths coming out is what we're really seeing here. And I think that this is also the solution to getting the feminine out of their Empress in its reversal. That there are some deep truths that need to kind of be recognized and acknowledged right now. And it is being able to recognize and acknowledge these deeper truths that is going to help both energies be able to make the choice as they go forward right now. And this is where we're seeing both some of that withholding and also some of that new passion. So today might be a day where people start asking some real important questions to try to get some real important answers. But all for the sake of being able to take the actions that are necessary as they go forward from this point around these new cycles are starting, and around some of trying to free up some of this withholding energy. Bottom of the deck on this read right now is Knight of Pentacles in its reversal. I feel like one of the big issues that we're seeing here is that there is kind of an energy here where everyone is reacting to some kind of offer that they were hoping would come forward that has not come to fruition. And it is the frustration around this offer that has not come to fruition that is causing some of this blockage that we're seeing, particularly around masculines waiting, being in a deficit right now and feeling a point of instability, and feminine being in a point of romantic instability or deficit as it relates to being in a kind of more accommodating energy for love and passion. Well, that is it for me today. I'm the Gray Strega. Just a reminder that if you would like to book a private reading, you can book one on my site, graystrega.com. And if you are subscribing to my TikTok, you can take 10% off any of my services when you go to pay. Thank you so much for being here for this, and we'll do this again tomorrow. Take care. All right, guys.